Yeah, I know. I was supposed to go in another half an hour, but you know what? Something cannot wait. It is literally cloudy with a chance of meatballs out there, and the Viper has to go live. So I'm here. I'm in the building for day 27. Viper every day in November. It's back. It continues. We have 3 more days left. I still cannot believe this month has flown by. Nobody even knows I'm going live, so this is going to be interesting. I'm probably going to be talking to myself for the majority of the evening, but that's okay. That's why the replays are there for you. But it is literally cloudy with a chance of meatballs on social media today, and I'm not having any of it. I'm not having it. So we got people on the Twitter spheres out here making excuses. They're trying to come up with excuses for why people are having the success that they have. I am not having none of it. None of it. Because the answer is the same. The answer has always been the answer since day one. It doesn't matter who you are. Because I don't care if you come to YouTube with any sort of notoriety. That might get you an initial bump, but the YouTube algorithm does not care who you are. It does not care how famous you are. If you don't continue to put in the work over and over and over again, you're going to take a nosedive. You're not going to be as successful as you could be if you were to put in the work on YouTube, because the algorithm does not care a monkey's nipple who you are. It doesn't care how famous you are outside of YouTube. All the YouTube algorithm cares about is the work that you put in. But people are out here on social media making excuses. Oh, he had notoriety. He had an audience before YouTube. That shit doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It is funny to me because you want to criticize and make excuses or whatever for why successful people are successful, like they just became successful overnight. Like they just fell into it. No. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. And we all start at zero. We all start at the beginning. iJustine didn't become iJustine when she first started on YouTube some 10, 11 years ago. She, like everybody else, was a relative nobody, but she kept putting in the work. She kept putting herself out there. She kept shooting her shot. And over the course of a 10-year period, she became famous. Because she kept doing it over and over and over again. Until eventually, she got so good at what she did, or what she does, that she is the celebrity that you know her as today. But that did not happen on day one. Renee Ritchie. People want to talk about Renee came to YouTube with notoriety. He might have came with a little notoriety, but he didn't start out being a world famous journalist. He started in probably the mailroom like everybody else does in journalism, and he worked his way up 10 years. He has 10 years of experience being a journalist before he ever stepped on the YouTube. He just didn't step on YouTube and step into 300,000 subscribers. That doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way for anybody. I've talked about this before, but I feel like I have to keep repeating myself because I'm still seeing the same garbage on social media about people judging other people's success, and they are not taking into account the work that was put in to get to the level that you see today. Right now, there are supposedly 6 people watching this live stream. Because y'all are familiar with Viper, you know who I am, you know what I do. But if I would have done a live stream on January 1st, 2018, when I first uploaded my first YouTube video, how many people would really have watched that? Probably none. 0. Because nobody knew Viper from a hole in the wall. I was a brand new creator on January 1st, 2018. But here we are almost 4 years later, almost 600 uploads, 400 live streams later, and now I can get people to come watch my live streams because I've been doing it over and over and over again over a period of 400, got it. Over a period of 4 years and almost over 1,000 pieces of content later, people show up when Viper goes live because that is the work that I have put in over the past 4 years. But I did not just wake up to an audience. You can't go buy an audience at Walmart. It doesn't work that way. Audiences do not grow on trees, okay? You keep making excuses, but denying the inevitable fact of how this stuff works. The grind. All this crap on Twitter about how you got to be famous or cute and whatnot, none of that garbage matters. The work matters. It does not matter who you are in this world. If you don't put in the work, you will not be successful. If you have not trained yourself to get to a level that people will take you seriously and refer to you as a credible source of information online and then in social media, especially being a content creator, then no one will care and you will not be successful on YouTube. And it's not just enough to do it once, okay? I am talking about people that have been doing it over and over and over and over again. They have somehow managed to sustain relevance because they put out quality work year after year after year after year. There are no such things as overnight sensations. There are people who spend 5, 10, 15 years in their chosen craft until at some point they figure it out and they find a way to sustain success and become relevant in whatever it is that they're doing. 5 years ago, nobody knew John Prosper's name. Now, 5 years later, he's one of the world's most famous tech leakers. But he wasn't that 5 years ago. He was a nobody, but he kept grinding. He kept putting the work. He kept building up his business for front page tech, and now he is the person that we all know today. Marquez Brownlee uploaded his first YouTube video somewhat 11 years ago from his bedroom when he was 14 years old. "14 years old in his bedroom, uploaded a video to YouTube, but he kept doing it over and over, year after year, and gradually he got so good that he was able to grow an empire out of making videos. But 11 years ago, nobody knew who Marquez Brownlee was. And this is what I'm trying to instill into people, but some people just they're so surface level that they don't understand that there are so many layers to what you see beneath the surface that they don't care. They're too busy concentrating on what they see on the surface, and they don't understand that there are levels to this stuff. Sonny Dixon. What's up, Sonny? How you doing, man? I'm pretty sure you have put in your fair share of work to become the noted tech leaker that you are as well. I understand. I understand you put in the work, okay? I get it. I get it. I don't know how this is so hard for people to understand. Are you really that obsessed over what you see that you won't look past the forest to see the trees? You see the trees, but you won't look past the trees. Whew, wow. It really is cloudy with a chance of meatballs on social media today. It is literally raining meatballs because that's what I see on social media. Like, what is this stuff? Bruh, can you please repeat that for the people in the back? Can you do that for me? Because man, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. Also, no matter what's going on, we all have different levels of success. Just because somebody else is more successful than somebody else, does that make that other person that's not as successful any less than, okay? It just means that we go at different speeds in our journey. Some people achieve success faster than others. That is okay. That is normal. It happens. It's nothing to get upset about. It's nothing to cry over. It just means that even though you might be working hard, your time has not come yet. But again, if you keep working and keep getting better at your craft and worry about the things that you can control and things that you're doing on your end, you will get to that level. You will have your moment. If you work hard enough often enough, you will have your moment. We call that an opportunity. You know what they say about opportunities? They say opportunities are a combination of luck and preparation. So I don't know if I believe in luck, but my thing is if you work hard enough, long enough, your opportunity will come. And then it'll be up to you to seize that opportunity. But if you don't work long enough, hard enough, then you'll never have your opportunity and you'll be running in place like a hamster. Too many people make excuses and don't do the work. Like the title of the stream says, excuses don't bring results. Stop making excuses and go to work. Exactly. I've said it many times on these live streams, but the difference between success and failure is choice. Some people choose to give up and just meaning they fail. Some people choose to succeed because they will not stop until they reach that level of success. It is literal choice. The difference between success and failure is literal choice. The choices that you make. How bad do you want it? Are you going to keep going until you reach the level that you want to reach? Or are you going to quit because it's too hard and you're not getting to where you want to be fast enough? It didn't come easy enough, so you're going to log off and be done. How bad do you want it? Nothing in life worth having is easy. Full-grown adults that don't get these simple principles that I'm talking about tonight, but they want to make excuses and talk about how somebody else had it easy. When in reality, the person that they're pointing at had to put in years of experience and training to reach the level of success that you see before you today. But you want to make excuses about how they have it easy. No, nobody has it easy. We all start from zero. But your ceiling is largely up to you and what you do. This is why I love the creator economy, because the only barrier to entry to the creator economy is the work that you are willing to do to reach the success that you want to reach. There are no degrees required. There's no papers required, no certifications, no gatekeeping, none of that stuff. If you have a device with internet connectivity with a camera and a microphone, you are in the game. You can literally change your life within years, maybe months, if you put in the work. The creator economy is open to everyone. You have a passion for something? Put it on video and show it to the world, or share it with the world. Share your passion with the world. There are regular folk on TikTok blowing up because they chose to share their passion with the world on TikTok, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of views on TikTok. There are creators out there who have built whole businesses on social media because they put in the work. Marquette Brownlee, Ajustine, Jonathan Morrison, Linus Tech Tips, Unbox Therapy, and those are just the ones that have been doing it for a while. But there are other creators who have been doing it for less time who are still winning. John Prosser, Taylor of Tech, my man, Zach Talk Tech is out there doing things. El Jefe Reviews is out there doing things. My man Tech Audit TV is out there doing things. Gregor TV, Josh King-Yonez. I could go on and on. But these people are out there winning because they put in the work. What are you doing with your time? Are you sitting back there trying to hate on the people that are more successful than you? Or are you actually studying their habits and what they're doing to try to figure out what are some of the things that they're doing that's leading to their success? Because if you spend less time hating and more time actually studying the game and how the game is played, maybe you might get somewhere. Because a lot of y'all, I won't say y'all because y'all cool, but a lot of people out here are wasting time doing the wrong thing. You are putting your energy into the wrong causes. You are putting your energy into hating and making excuses instead of putting your energy into studying how these social media platforms work. And even if for whatever reason you can't make it on YouTube, guess what? YouTube is no longer the only game in town. There is Clubhouse, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's Facebook, there's Pinterest. I mean, good Lord. There's literally a media platform for everybody out there. If YouTube is not treating you right, try Instagram, try TikTok, try Pinterest. I don't know. Figure it out. I am sorry, but I am done with the excuses. I am done with the people who keep making excuses. Nothing is stopping you. There's a reason why these other people out here are hating on the creator economy, because they didn't have to rack up, because they racked up thousands of dollars of debt and student loans and things like that to get a degree that they can't do nothing with. And they mad about it because they see other creators out here on social media blowing up and changing their lives, living it up. But they're disgruntled because there's no gatekeeping to the creator economy. It's basically the work that you're willing to put in. If you have a smartphone with internet access, there's literally no excuse for you not to come out here and make the attempt to change your life if you want to do that. But a lot of y'all too many hating on people to go out there and do it. There's literally nothing stopping you. But yet, you want to look at a Renee Ritchie and talk about how he had notoriety when he got started on YouTube. Or you want to look at a female, be like, oh, she's attractive, that's why she's successful. Psst, please. YouTube doesn't care about that stuff. YouTube cares about the work, the upload, how often you upload it. Are you pleasing your audience? Are they vibing with your content? All that superficial bullshit does not matter. The work matters. And if you can do good work over and over again, then you will have success. And it's not always about the numbers, okay? I've told you all before, the numbers are nice, but it's not always about the numbers. You are not defined by your vanity metrics, okay? I am a perfect living example of not being defined by my vanity metrics. I have worked with and had some of the bigger creators in technology on my live streams in my channel because they saw the work that I've been putting in and they respected what I do. And they gave me the opportunity to talk to them live on these streams. Some of the biggest brands in the world rock with me because they see the work that I put in over the past almost 4 years of my being a creator. Numbers are nice, but they're not everything. But some of y'all just y'all trapped. Y'all looking at the analytics and the metrics and things like that. And you don't understand that there's a whole lot more that goes into than just metrics. So I'm gonna narrow this down to YouTube, right? Because that's why I'm doing it. I'm on YouTube. We're talking about you. I'm a YouTube creator, although I do other things. We're gonna narrow this to YouTube because the talk that I saw on Twitter today was about YouTube and people growing and things like that on YouTube. The funny thing is, the stuff that I'm talking about tonight is not advice. I don't know. Some people are like, you're not even that big of a channel. You're giving advice. This is not advice. This is the reality. Telling you to do work is not advice. I'm telling you what it takes. I am telling you what you have to do. This is not advice. This is common sense. Anybody that have been any type of successful on YouTube will tell you that it requires work. That is not no magic potion. This ain't a YouTube course. It's common sense. Some of y'all are so clouded and fogged up that you just don't understand or you refuse to accept the fact that work has to be done. This ain't no damn YouTube advice. This is life advice. This ain't even life advice. This is reality. Anything that you want to acquire in life requires work. Real hard work. This ain't no damn advice. This is reality. Bruh, I'm trying to tell him, bro. I'm trying to tell him. This ain't advice. This is real life. Work. Work is required for YouTube, your other aspects of life, whatever you want to do in life requires work, but especially on YouTube, if you want to be successful on this platform, you better roll up your sleeves and get to work. Because again, when you're on YouTube, it's not about having one video that blows up and being successful. You have to be able to sustain success over and over, year after year on YouTube, if you want to remain relevant on this platform. But the other thing that gets kind of overlooked in this whole situation is the aspect of community. This live stream started with 6 people watching me. It is now increased to 17. The reason why it's increased to 17 is because I have a community of people that rock with me. And they didn't know I was live because I didn't really schedule it that well today. But now they know I'm live and they are showing up because I have a community. I rock with my community. And community is a very important aspect of growing as a creator on YouTube. I've talked about this before, but a lot of people come on this platform and they want to do everything for themselves. They think of nothing but themselves, and every decision that they make is based on what they want, what they like, what they need. No, you can't do that. If you want to be successful on YouTube, you gotta get out the way. You gotta step aside because it's about what your community wants, what your community needs. How are they feeling? Because they are the ones that are going to elevate you on the platform if you really want to be successful. If we really want to talk about why Marquez Brownlee, Justine, and Jonathan Morrison are where they at, or Renee Ritchie are where he's at, if we want to have some real talk about why they are where they are today, community. They have built up thriving communities of people that rock with them and will go to bat for them. Because they have identified what the communities want and need from them. I told y'all, I think it was like a week or so ago, about how when you go watch a Marquez Brownlee video, look in the comment section and see how many check marks you see. They are littered. His videos are littered with check marks. And it's not just because he's a popular creator. The dude supports the community. He worked hard to cultivate his community. He interacts with his community. He doesn't just hide in his own bubble. The same way with Justine. She interacts with her community. She engages with her community. And they rock out and they show up for her. I mean, I've said it before, but this really just comes down to, are you a good human being, really? If you're a good human being, then there should be no problem for you cultivating and maintaining a positive relationship with your community. And not just your community, other communities, other creators and their communities. Because it's bigger than just you. There's a whole platform of people out here trying to accomplish the same thing. So why not help out and support each other? Why are you staying inside of your bubble when there's like other communities out there that can maybe use your input? But we're too busy hating and worrying about things that don't matter and talking about shit that ain't relevant and whatever. Oh, we got some people in the building. What's up? What's up, John Chapman? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. Digital Slang is in the cut. What's up, bro? Annette is out here. What's up, Annette? Snowman is out here. What up? What up? Why are you talking about OnlyFans? Where did that come from? Bionic Scoop? Yep. Oh, yeah. Work but live. Yeah. But still, if you want to achieve what other people are achieving and you're looking at them, you got to work. It is what it is. But yeah, you got to live life, but you got to work. Too many people keep running away from the work. You can't run away from the work. Work is inevitable. Okay. Death is inevitable, but so is work. Okay. You're not running away from work. Actually, no, let me take it back. If you want to be successful, you will have to work. If you don't care, then it doesn't matter. Nothing I'm talking about tonight will relate to you because you don't care. But if you care and you want to be successful, you better be prepared to work because that's what it takes. It doesn't care, and it doesn't matter who you are or how famous you are. It doesn't matter. You better be prepared to work. Ted, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? What's going on with you? Yo, I don't know. Who knows, man? It is what it is. Let's see. Slang says, staying through failures, not every video is success, but just doing the work and still walking the path and building your community. Yo, telling you, I'm trying to tell them. And you're right. Every video is not going to be a success, but that's okay. That's a learning experience. If you have a video that doesn't pop off, it's a chance to learn why that video didn't pop off. And that gives you another piece of data to know that, okay, that video idea for whatever reason didn't work. It didn't resonate. On to the next one. Even when a video fails, you get data. It's all data. And we know on YouTube, having access to your analytics and being able to make those data-driven decisions goes a long way towards your success. Yo, Tech Rant, Trenton Marshall. Work smarter, not harder. Yes, I like that. Work smarter, not harder. I like that. I like that a lot. That's some good advice. That's some good sage advice right there for sure. Colin, what's up, man? How you doing, man? We said work smarter and harder. I mean, you can. But there are ways to work smarter and not harder, but you can definitely do both. Definitely. Bruce, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Hey, you're not late, man. I didn't really catch this. So this is more like an impromptu thing, but you're not late. What's up, man? How you doing? But stop complaining and stop hating about what successful people are doing and figure out what they're doing. Spend less time hating on them and more time figuring out what they're doing and figuring out how to apply that to your own work. And maybe you won't have time to hate so damn much because you'll be having success on your own. H. Rotech, what's up, H? How you doing, sir? Appreciate you being here. Excuses don't bring results. Where sometimes I'll be on these live streams and I feel like I'm in a sermon, bro. But you know, if I gotta say this stuff over and over again before it like sinks in, then fine. But excuses don't bring results. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all here complaining, crying about different things that have nothing to do with nothing, that won't change your life. It won't change your success level. It's irrelevant. You out here making these excuses, out here spending the time to hate on other more successful people. Why? What is that going to do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's not going to do anything for you, and it's not going to change other people's lives. The people that you're hating on, their life is not going to change because you're hating. They're going to go on being successful regardless if you're hating or not. Like, it's so funny. Like, I've spent my like entire YouTube career like surrounding myself by successful people because I want to know what they're doing and how they're doing it. And luckily, I've been fortunate enough to have these people talk to me. But I've told you guys before about there are people that started on the platform around the same time or close to the time I started that have blown by me as far as sub count and all that trash. And I'm not sitting here hating on them. Hey, more power to them. Good job. I'm trying to figure out how to get to those levels. But I surround myself with successful people because I want to know what they're doing. I want to figure out how they work. I'm not trying to hate on these people. Okay, I'm trying to study the game, figure out how the game is being played out here, so I can work out and rock out and do my own thing. I realized that I don't have the biggest YouTube channel or whatever, and some people might see me and be like, "Well, how is he talking about all this stuff and he ain't got that big of a channel?" But what I do have is 4 years of being on YouTube and still being relevant. Okay, that's what I do have. So while I don't have the mega numbers that your favorite creators have, I am still here 4 years later, still relevant in tech YouTube. So I'm just parting some of the knowledge that I've learned along the way to you. I tell you all the time, I just give the information. You do with it what you will. If you don't want to listen to what I'm telling you, that's fine by me. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. My bank account is not gonna get smaller because you don't listen, okay? I'm thriving, all right, okay? I am out here thriving, okay? Y'all so stuck on your damn vanity metrics. I'm out here thriving better than I've ever thrived in my entire life. But people don't want to listen to Viper because he only has 6K subscribers. Jokes on you. I'm out here thriving, bro. You ain't got to listen to a word I say. It ain't going to change my bank account. I'm out here thriving, okay? Yo. There are so many people that want to be in the creator economy and start their creative journey. And I can take a small credit in some people starting their channels this year, and that's pretty cool. So some people have listened to me this year, and they've started down the creator path, and they have had amazing success, even in the short time they've been doing it. So yeah, you ain't got to listen to Viper. You don't have to listen to Viper. You ain't got to listen to Viper. That's cool. Don't listen to Viper. Don't take Viper seriously. No. You ain't got to listen to Viper. You ain't got to take Viper seriously. But bruh, Viper ain't going nowhere. Okay. I'm still here. When you hating on Viper, I'm still going to be here. When you wake up tomorrow morning, Viper going to be here, okay? When you go on social media, when you go on Twitter, they still going to be mentioning Viper, okay? You ain't got to listen, okay? 4 years, I am still here and still relevant in tech YouTube. But you ain't got to listen to a word I say, please. Do with the information what you will. You ain't got to listen to me. No. I'm not trying to be out here telling you what to do. No. I'm just trying to help whoever I can help along the way. Because we didn't always have this as creators, okay? Even the older creators that have been doing it for longer will tell you that we didn't have this camaraderie back in the day. They didn't have this camaraderie back in the day. I am trying to bring camaraderie to the tech creator space and the creator space in general. Because as y'all know, I communicate with creators from all niches. I don't just communicate with tech creators, but I'm trying to bring camaraderie to the space. I'm trying to make it to where we are willing to communicate and talk to each other, okay? I'm not out here trying to be a YouTube guru. I'm not out here trying to tell you how to grow on YouTube and all that stuff. Well, I can tell you a little bit, but my thing is to bring people together. That is my goal. That is my aim. I like bringing people together. I've been doing it practically my entire life. I don't know what it is about me, but I have an ability to bring people together. So that's what I do. That's what I lean into. That's what I do, okay? That's my goal, okay? That's why I host Coffee Talk every morning on Clubhouse, because I bring people together from all walks of life, and we talk about whatever it is we got to talk about. It's cool that I'm not this mega creator, even though some people think I am, and I'm really not, but I'm all right. I'm still out here thriving, doing my thing, bringing people together. Because the more people I bring it together, the better. And what's that saying? A rising tide raises all ships, okay? And we can all figure out how to communicate with each other and figure out how to navigate this creator economy. We all gonna be winning. We all gonna be eating good. So please don't listen to Viper. Don't listen to Viper. No, don't listen to Viper. You do you. You do you. Don't listen to Viper. Do you. And Viper gonna vibe. Okay, Viper gonna vibe, but you do you. Oh boy. Oh wee. Man. The other thing I've told you all this year is that if you are trying to do the creator thing seriously and build a business and different things like that, it is really in your best interest to make sure you stay on good terms with your fellow creators. And trying to ridicule them and make fun of them and try to bring them down on some BS, that's not really the path that you want to be taking. Especially on a social media platform. That's just in a public forum. What do you? No, it's not now. Not the way. Not a good look. It's just not a good look. Bruh. Bruce Lee says he hated being treated as a competitor, enemy versus a colleague, which is speaking from my experience. Yeah. And that's why that's another thing I try to like remind people is that Other creators are not your competition. They're not your enemy. There's no death match going on between creators out here. You can be successful as you want to be on this platform if you put in the work. This platform has over 2 billion monthly active users. 2 billion. There is more than enough audience to go around for all of us on here. Looking at your fellow creators in competition is kind of ignorant in my book. It's very ignorant because it's just not the play. It's not the play. It's not the play, man. Yo, Annette, I appreciate you, Annette. Thank you. Always appreciate you coming out and supporting me. So thank you. Thank you. See? I met Annette earlier this year because I hosted a room. And I remember because Annette, she would come into the room like all the time, but she would not get on the stage. She would not come talk. And y'all know how I am. I am all about people talking to me and talking to the rest of us. And Annette would not talk for nothing. I think one day I just had to yank her on stage one day, and the rest is history. But once I yanked her and I got her to open up a little bit, now you know her today. The awesome real estate agent that's out there kicking ass and drinking coffee. Yo, it's a beautiful thing. But had I been a different person, or had I not recognized that she might have needed a little bit more encouragement, maybe she doesn't realize her creative potential. I don't know. I'm not taking credit for it, but I'm just saying that it was a situation where I saw that she was hanging out, but she wouldn't come up. So I tried to encourage her, and luckily she opened up. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to encourage people to be their best creative selves and live their best life. Because you always hear me talk about living your best life. I am a firm believer in living your best life. And the creator economy can help a lot of us live their best life. Live your best life. Yo, Big Cloud Gaming. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Appreciate you with the super chat, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you for the support, man. I tell you guys all the time, that is not required, but anything that you're willing to contribute is greatly appreciated. So thank you, my dude. Appreciate it. And Big Cloud is an example of a creator that's not in the tech space per se, but he is a gaming creator. But I still rock with him because I don't limit myself to only talking to tech creators. Oh, I want to talk to everybody. I don't care if you do tech, gaming, beauty, drama. I don't care. If you are willing to come talk to me, I will talk to you. We can have a conversation, okay? I'm good. Because I like meeting people. I like interacting with different people. I like hearing different perspectives. I like learning things, okay? And I can't learn that inside my tech bubble, okay? Sometimes you have to go outside. Actually, not sometimes. If you want to learn things, you have to go outside of your bubble to learn things, okay? Nothing grows inside of your comfort zone. I keep trying to tell y'all this. Nothing grows inside of your comfort zone. You have to go outside of your comfort zone to grow as a person and as a creator. Yo, Sheep, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And now we have gone from 6 people to 29 because, again, Viper has cultivated a community. This live stream started with 6 people watching me, and now we're up to 29. Okay? Because community. So, while you out here hating on people being successful, understand that it is a community building thing that we are on. And if you embrace the community building aspect of being a creator, oh boy, it is beautiful. It is lovely. It is all inspiring. It is. I love my tech community. The tech community is mostly fantastic. Again, sometimes we have our disagreements, and that means it's happened. It happens. We all have disagreements sometimes. But at the end of the day, I think we can all respectfully disagree when that happens, and we understand that what we're trying to do here is grow as creators. And even though we have disagreements, we are still willing to help each other out when the time when the time comes, because we're not out here trying to fight each other. We're not on that. We're not on that. We're not on that. We are not on that. Okay. See. Oh, Dr. Jade. Hey, thank you, Viper, for being so welcoming and encouraging. You are very welcome, Jade. You are very welcome. That's what I try to be. And in another at the community, Big Cloud just asked me if he wants me to pull up. See, that is cool because I was not expecting to have a guest on this live stream. I just got on here to kind of do a little mini rant, but I will definitely let Big Cloud pull up because that's my dude. And again, it's about community. So yes, sir, I will drop the link in your Twitter DM You know the procedures, and we have a chit chat for a few minutes. But it is the one thing that while I don't have the biggest sub count on YouTube, it is the one thing that nobody can take from me is the fact that my community is lit. And my community consists of creators and audience, bro. And there are very few people on this platform that can make me in the community aspect. Because I understand that building a community and talking to other people is key. It's fun. It's amazing. Absolutely. Evolve the creative side. I want people to, I mean, if you're interested in being a creator, I want you to realize that potential that you have if you want to do that. Not everybody wants to be a creator, and that's cool. But if you're in these YouTube rooms, chances are you have thought about or you want to be a content creator. And that is what I do. That is where I come in. Okay. Because if you come to my rooms over and over again, that tells me, that signifies to me that you have some interest in being a content creator, and I'm gonna put it on you. I'm gonna be like, yo, where's your video at? Where you at? Where's your channel at? Let's go. I'm gonna encourage you to begin that journey because it is a beautiful journey. It is one that has changed my life tenfold. I don't know. I don't think I even imagined that I would be where I am now when I started 4 years ago. But I am in a completely different space of life today than I was when I first started my YouTube journey 4 years ago. It is crazy how my life has changed. And it's been amazing. It hasn't been all up. It's been some downs. I've had my issues with YouTube and still having some issues with YouTube even to this day. But by and large, I wouldn't change anything that's happened to me in the past 4 years as far as content creation goes. It's been an incredible journey. I wouldn't change any of it. It's been amazing. But let me bring in my man, Mr. Big Cloud Gaming. What up, bro? Whoa, he's in the back cave. What's up, bro?
I had to adjust my lighting for a second. What's up?
What up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm good, man. Except all this nonsense I saw on social media today, so I had to come on here and start ranting. But other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. You talking about a rant? Like, what could possibly trigger the Viper to a rant? Bro, I mean, you sound like me back in my heyday when they used to drop play bombs. What's going on?
It was cloudy with a chance of meatballs on Twitter today, bro. I was like, what is this? What is this? People hating on more successful people talking about they're only successful on YouTube because they had an audience or they got notoriety. Like,
they're on that. They on that energy.
They on that energy. Like, no.
So let me go ahead and share a story with you guys in the chat. There's some 32 of you awesome people in the chat. Hit that like button for Viper. Let's do that first. Also, so obviously I'm Ryan. Big Cloud Gaming is my YouTube channel. I know Viper for quite some time. Well, Viper has been a fan of mine for a very long time. Before my channel name was Big Cloud Gaming, I was called Ryan the Professional. I used to get into a lot of crazy stuff on YouTube. I used to always call people out and all that. Like, you would think this guy's not going to do anything in YouTube. He's not going to go all that. We're over 10,000 subscribers now with Big Cloud Gaming. And I just recently signed a deal with IGN. I will be a freelancer working with them. Now, again, which I list what I said. I didn't sell out. I didn't do nothing. I literally grinded, and you can ask Viper. I put gaming news videos out there every single day. I tested and perfected my craft. I put out numerous takes on how I felt and got to talk to a lot of people in the industry. I've interviewed multiple people like Kate Yeager. I've interviewed multiple developers and figures within this industry, even some from PlayStation who are fans of the show and what I do. It's not about selling out. It's really about what you do and the message you perceive. I tell Viper this. Viper literally immediately understood what I was talking about when I said, if you want to have like people come by and you want to build an audience, it's best to create the environment to where people would want to be a part of it. You see what I'm saying? It's easy to chase clout. See, me personally, we had this conversation off air because we're those type of people, but we'll say it on air. When dudes chase clout and you see them do all this extra stuff like attack people, all you're doing is essentially making noise. You don't want to be known as someone who makes noise. You want to be known as someone who can build a legit audience. When you have that legit audience and you build something that's friendly and people want to be a part of, guess what? The doors will start coming your way. But of course, it's not just that simple. You got to grind. You got to put in the work to get to said doors. The door might appear, but you got to build the steps to get to said door. And that's how it works. A lot of people want a lot of things to be thrown their way, like they'll rant, they'll complain about, like, how come I'm not getting that? But they don't put the effort in terms of getting to the steps to get there. And that's true. But you know it's true. You know it's true. They'll hate on somebody else. Like, for example, Austin Evans. How does Austin Evans get this system? I'm like, well, regardless if you agree with Austin's opinion, Austin put a lot of work and time and effort into his platform. He put the work into the grind. It doesn't stop him from being a content creator. And again, I'm not saying you got to do what Viper does or hell what I do, where you buy a crazy camera. You don't have to buy all this stuff. You ain't got to do all that. It's just about you and how you go about building your audience. When you build an audience that people want to be a part of, guess what? You do it. And again, a lot of people, again, they get caught up in numbers. They go, but here's the thing that kills me. They're like, oh, but look at the numbers. His numbers are low compared to these guys. Again, cloud chasing will get you a reaction, right? You'll get a reaction from being a cloud chaser. Absolutely. But building something genuine that people actually want to see and seeing that grow and seeing that rise and rise and rise with your effort is much more rewarding than you just chasing a trend for a few clicks on the channel. That's where a lot of people mess up on. They screw up everything they do when they do stuff like this. It's not worth it. And the funny thing about this, you know, this whole IGN thing, this happened all in 1 year. 1 year. All this stuff happened 1 year. Viper, you tell them. All this happened in 1 year.
No doubt.
That I'm now where I'm at now.
It's amazing, bro, because you put in the work. You put in the work. But I want to touch on the comment that Trent just made. He said, to be honest, notoriety doesn't help. Notoriety might give you a temporary bump.
So, yeah, I've seen channels that ruin themselves. Like, that's true. You can get seen, but it's like, how do I explain this? Remember, like you said, when I said you put your best effort forward, right? Because you don't know who's watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can put the most littlest effort into a video or content, and somebody who you would least suspect is watching that's got a lot of pull might watch this and go, damn, this guy's okay, but you know what I mean? That's a missed opportunity type thing. Notoriety, when you do it, when they see just you being extra and you going with the notoriety approach, they look at that and go, well, Jesus, this guy just wants to make a scene. This guy doesn't want to be rational or talk. That's why I say it's kind of a hit and miss to be notorious on here. I mean, sure, get a reaction. Absolutely. I'm not refuting that. But I think personally you lose more of the context when you go that route versus the occasional route. Like, I've had some crazy conversation with people that you would least expect me to have. Like, I remember this guy said, you're a loser if you play video games and you watch anime. I had this guy on the show. This dude changed his whole moniker, how he goes about stuff, but we had a legit conversation. He got where I was coming from. It's like, you need to have that type of open mind approach to how you go about talking about this. I'm not saying get offended. I'm not saying be extra. We somebody's different opinion. Like, Viper can have, hey, the new iPhone sucks. Am I going to sit here and say Viper sucks for this? No, I can have a conversation with Viper and go, hey, Viper, your iPhone's good in ways, but you got to, you know what I mean? Like, there's ways of going about it. And notoriety, I think notoriety is the last thing you should go for.
So I think when Trent talked about notoriety, he said that, like, famous people who get on YouTube, they are aided by their notoriety because they're famous or they have some type of recognition outside of YouTube. And what I would say to that is that might get you an initial bump, but you cannot sustain success on YouTube with notoriety, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't give a monkey's nipple about your notoriety, okay? If you don't continue to put in the work over and over and over again, your notoriety means nothing on this platform. And the example I used on Twitter earlier today was Brie Larson, who played Captain Marvel in a Disney movie. A movie that was seen by millions upon millions of people.
Made $1 billion.
She has millions of fans, but yet her YouTube channel has only 600,000 subscribers. Why is that?
Because nobody likes Brie Larson.
Oh, and the fact that she put out some video, but she's not putting the work consistently like that. She uploaded last, 4 months ago.
Yeah, so, like Scarlett Johansson can make a video right now and probably surpass that in 2 weeks.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Scarlett Johansson has that type of pull. And it's like, you're given, but this is what I'm talking about. She's given a crazy opportunity. You're playing a superhero and you're not getting the proper response from you playing said superhero. That's like saying Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine, right? Hugh Jackman played Wolverine for so long, and we go to his YouTube channel, he only has 100K. Why does he have 100K? Is it because he failed, or is it because he fails as a person? We don't like the person. Clearly, we don't like the person, so it's best you get with that.
I think it's more than that, though. It's not. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of people that don't like Brie Larson, but the other reason why she probably doesn't have over 1 million, which she should, by being, she's Captain Marvel for God's sake, she should have over 1 million, bro. But she had 600K because she probably hasn't taken the time to understand how YouTube works as a platform, and she doesn't know how to put out the proper content that will get her video more recommended to more people on the platform.
Dude,
so
yeah, YouTube's
notoriety,
keeping Ronda Rousey relevant right now. Because Ronda Rousey pretty much left Hollywood in a sense, right? She's not doing anything in terms of wrestling or fighting, and she's mostly YouTube and Twitch, and that's keeping her afloat for the crazy part. I'm saying, like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
So it's not all about notoriety. Again, that will get you a slight boost, a slight push, but you got to sustain that success. You got to sustain that work for the notoriety to actually matter, because at some point it's going to run out, and then the only thing that could be left from your notoriety is the work that you've done on the platform. And if you have nothing to show for your initial push, your notoriety is going to be wasted. So it's not all about notoriety.
Yeah. Cheap Plays. Have you seen the new Resident Evil movie? I am a brave soul, so I avoided that one. I did not watch that, but I heard bad things about it. We actually, ironically, the video for it, I saw bits of it. Like because we did like we did a thing with the crew, and I couldn't get into that.
You didn't like the new Resident Evil movie, huh?
Nah.
I'm not even about to watch that.
I give them credit with the opening. Like they kind of like really gave you the illusion that they're in like that castle, like you know what I mean, like vibe with the house.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's not for me. In fact, I think movie like video games into movies needs to actually be officially done. I don't know why we're still doing that. They never can get they can never get it right. People might say Mortal Kombat was a success. Mortal Kombat was so bad that it was okay. That's why a lot of people.
Are we talking about the 2021 version?
Talking about the first one.
What?
The original, like, because the original Mortal Kombat is cool, but less for the time. But let's face it, it's not amazing. It's not.
No, but it's still probably the best video game movie ever made.
Yeah, that's sure, but without a doubt, without a doubt, yeah, it's definitely that. It's definitely that. Like the new one, I saw the new one. I don't know if you saw the new one, Mortal Kombat movie. Did you see that one?
I did the one that's on HBO Max this year. I thought that one.
I thought they did good with the effects on that one. I thought that was great. Like how they did the freeze and all. I thought that was cool. Like even Shang Tsung, well, that was cool. But I was like, they got certain things wrong. like especially with Jax. Sub-Zero doesn't freeze Jax's arm. That is Ermac. Where's Ermac? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, continuity.
The people want to know what you do with IGN. What will you be doing with IGN?
What will I be doing? So I am a freelancer, and I will be doing guides and playthroughs for IGN.
So I want to go back to something that you said. You said that you used to be kind of a wildcat on YouTube. You used to go at people with necks and things like that. I don't remember you going at that many people. I remember you going off, but I don't remember you going at people like that. But I love how you said that you kind of changed the way you do things on YouTube, and you made it a more approachable, amicable, friendly environment for your community as far as you trying to build a community. And that led to you getting opportunity to have interviews with some of the heavy hitters in gaming.
Yeah,
because you cultivated that community and you made your space a welcoming space in order for them to come talk to you.
Yeah. So a funny thing about that, before I did the full change, which was last year, I became Big Cloud Game. I think I did it last year. Was the change before we changed the platform, before we started really doing things the way we should be doing, type of thing, versus like how I was just kind of like winging it back in the day because I was just like having fun with YouTube. I didn't really care. I didn't really think of YouTube as like an avenue to get, you know what I mean, to certain places. Right. I didn't think about that. I didn't think bigger. But I had conversations with a lot of people who, some of my podcast members as well. And they're like, dog, you should be thinking long term. I think you'd be able to turn this type of thing into a job. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I kept saying, like, nah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. And I thought back to an interview that I had back when I was writing The Professional, where I interviewed Gio Corsi from PlayStation. Gio Corsi, at the time of PlayStation, before he left and went to Elphonic, he was the head of second party global teams. I think that's what it was, or global acquisitions. I think it was like that because he basically was in charge of the Vita department and he oversaw the Vita and all that stuff. So when I interviewed him, he said that off air, like, yo, dude, you should do interviews more. And I was like, I didn't really think about that. And then it happened later on, obviously last year when we officially started to do the thing again. We interviewed. It's funny. It only took one interview because I was like, damn, I talked to this said person. I'm waiting for this said person to get back on the show before I say the name, so I'm not gonna say it. But I had this conversation with that person. It was incredible. And then, like, out of left field, I'm getting messages from XYZ. And I was like, okay, maybe I should consider this a little bit. And then, of course, a little hiccup happened with that show, and I got a call or I got a message from Sony, and I had to take it down. But we built an even better relationship, so to speak, about that. And it just was, it was cool. It was really cool. The smooth sailing sense. I just like, you know what? Let's do this. I'm not going to sit here and go, I'm not going to limit myself and be like one of these guys who go, hey, I'm only going to try and interview big names. I'm like, no, that's not how you should do anything. You should be able to talk to anybody, right? So I talked to everybody in the industry that I could, people that I've met, I've actually, made friends with. And then that led to me interviewing somebody from IGN, Lauren Galloway. And it's funny, as soon as I interviewed Lauren Galloway, Lauren tweeted out that they were hiring for IGN. So I put in for IGN. I was like, hey, I'd like to be a video game producer for you guys. I didn't have the experience they were looking for. So I was like, okay, no problem. But within 2 weeks of me getting turned down, which I listened to this, everybody in the chat, 2 weeks of me getting turned down, I get this message in my DM. And it's funny because I missed this message. I didn't even see this message. When I got that message, I was shocked. It said, dude, we would love to have you as a freelancer. I was like, sign me the hell up. And that's where the whole IGN story pretty much became into a question. And when I tell you I was shocked that I had it to begin with, and they saw the work, they checked out the channel, that's just a testament again of just putting in the work and really, getting in tune with it. That's how you do it, man. You just gotta build it. You gotta build.
It's interesting because when he applied and he didn't get he didn't get the job or whatever, he could have went all crazy on social media. Oh my God, I didn't get the job. But no, he just kept doing his thing, and they were like, yeah, we're not going to hire you, but we would love to have you as a freelancer. I mean, any video game content creator that's serious about doing this wants to work with IGN or wants to work with them in some capacity. I mean,
you can do it.
IGN is the biggest game company out there still today. I mean, a lot of people hate IGN, but you can hate them all you want. They're still the biggest video game entity out there.
Dude,
when IGN does something, people watch and listen. It is what it is.
IGN is out here chilling. They out here living their best life. I'm I laugh at people who really think harassing like employees here is like going to offend them or something. Like, dude, it's not going to do anything. And if you think it's going to offend me, you can ask Viper. Like, I'm quick with one thing. If it gets if you become intolerable, I'm quick with one thing. The block button. I just moving on. I'm quick.
The mute and block buttons on Twitter are amazing, and it's just I want to address this comment from Radicalico. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it's a branding thing, my dude. Like Zach said down there, I didn't always wear sunglasses in my video, but I started wearing them because I saw a Casey Neistat video where he explained why he wore his, and he wore his sunglasses in video because he doesn't want people to know where he's looking with his eyes, and I just thought that was brilliant. And I've noticed that when I was doing my videos without the glasses, I would have trouble maintaining a constant focus on the camera. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try wearing glasses and see if that works for me. And the rest is history, man. It's now become a branding. If I don't wear sunglasses, people are like, yo, damn, Viper, where your glasses at? But yeah, it's branding, and it's just so y'all can't see where I'm looking at. But yeah.
Look up Dr. Disrespect. He also wears sunglasses.
Indeed. Hey man, I wear sunglasses all the time. I wear them at night, during the day, inside, outside. It don't matter where I'm at. If I'm in a creative environment, I'm wearing my sunglasses. It's branding, man. You can't mess with the branding, baby. Branding is everything.
Oh, absolutely. Like you wanna have your own way of sticking out. That's just how it is. Again, I'm not saying be over the top. Gotta be over the top. Be yourself, man. Have fun with the platform. Explore. You know what I mean? Different stuff. Like you can ask Viper. I went through so much stuff on my channel. There's so much different types of content on my channel. Like I did movie reviews at points. I've done gameplay. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna be a gameplay channel. It's not gonna be me. It's not. I don't have the patience. Let me move that out the way. I ain't gonna be no Call of Duty channel. Move that out the way. I'm just gonna do news and then speak my mind. And then that was the formula that works. But again, it might not work for me. It might work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know until you explore it. I tell people that all the time. Like, the whole video, like, a lot of people watch these. Like, the whole new trend now I see people doing is, like, when they watch movies for the first time. You ever seen that? Like this, like my first time watching this movie, and they do
No.
like no, like my reaction to Scream 2 or something like that. Like that's another new trend I've been noticing with YouTube. People do. So I don't know.
Oh, Dr. Jade out here cheating. She's using a teleprompter. That's what I respected. I respected it. I had no idea that the glasses thing would grow into what it's become today, man. It is literally a whole branded thing now. Like I said, if I'm not wearing glasses, people will be like, "Yo, where are your glasses at?" It's kind of cool what it's become, man. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, there's a bunch of tricks where I know for maintaining eye contact with the lens and different things like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's using the donut by the camera.
Oh my god,
crazy. Y'all are crazy, man. And AJ had a hell of a week. It looks like got yourself with Series X and AirPods Max. Damn, dude. Okay, that's the haul right there. That's the haul, man. That's what's up. So, before we get out of here, I know you saw the Game of the Year awards and the nominee for Game of the Year. What are your thoughts about these? Do you think that there are some snubs, or do you think that they got the right nominees, or how do you feel about it?
Everybody has that mindset. Like I keep trying to tell people, it's not really your game of the year. It's not your game award.
But I'm asking you though. I'm asking Big Cloud. What do you think?
I don't know. I was about to answer, but I was saying like people say that all the time. Like, oh, this game got snubbed, or I'm not a fan of this. I won't support it. I'd be like, okay, I'll see you next year. And lo and behold, they're here next year talking about the same Game Awards. Game Awards, again, they say it's 100 judges. Understandable. I don't really care about these 100 judges, but when I see certain games do not make the list, like for example, and then they say it's our Game Awards, I always look back at games that we didn't get the last year that we should get this year. For example, Jedi Fallen Order should have been in some capacity in one of these shows. We have not seen Jedi Fallen Order, and that's arguably the best Star Wars game that we've gotten in years. That game's not on here. You know what I'm saying? People saying, oh, Returnal should be Game of the Year. I'm like, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Majority of you dudes who keep saying this didn't even play the damn game. Just stop the cap. Stop. I streamed the game from beginning to end, and it's funny. A very common question about Returnal that I always see in my chat, especially when I was streaming it. Hey, man, this game looks good, but I think I'll get it on sale. So obviously you were not hyped for Returnal. So stop acting like you were. I don't like agenda pushing. So yeah, that game did not make the impact that it was. And the funny thing is, people are like, oh, you're a traitor. You're saying that. But I'm like, I'm good friends with the team. I've interviewed the team. So it's like, you got to be honest here. Returnal didn't make the impact. So I'm not surprised it's on there. People are saying, but Forza should have been in the list. I'm like, this is a Game Awards show that has a template. All right. They like the big budget blockbuster movie experiences. Usually those are the games that get nominated for Game of the Year. Forza is no such thing as that. It is a racing game or arcade-like racing game that looks great. So therefore, I don't see that game being Game of the Year. Gears of War would have been the Game of the Year nomination if we got one this year. But looking at it, I don't think anything really got snubbed. I just think the whole argument behind it is kind of dumb. Personally.
Okay, let me get your thoughts on this then. I don't know how you feel, but me personally, I feel like there is no way in hell Cyberpunk should have got nominated for anything, given the way that game came out. Well, how do you feel about that?
So, Cyberpunk 2077. Shout out to Holly Bennett. I love Holly Bennett. I love her. I had to talk to her as well. Shout out to her. So what I'm about to say, I'm saying this from the heart. That game was probably one of the biggest marketing PR disasters in a long time for that studio.
Yeah.
I still remember Angry Joe's review of it, where he was like walking through the metal detector and like a car literally comes running through the wall, through the people, and hits him. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this game? It was like falling apart. Then you got, you go back and you look at old interviews with the game where they said customization was a big thing in this game. And it's like, yeah, third-person point of view. That was another thing. They remove third-person points of view from the game and make it first person. So immediately, I remember when I was calling all this stuff out early on. I'm like, guys, this game feels rushed. They're taking out key aspects. Every time we talk about this game, we're hearing something's being removed. The third-person point of view to look at the cars has been removed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't heard much else. Then they're talking about Keanu Reeves. I'm like, well, yeah, Keanu Reeves. You got John Wick in the game. Awesome. But John Wick can't be your only crutch for this game. This game has to deliver. And dudes are putting pressure on that because of The Witcher. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, this game's going to automatically be great because of The Witcher. That doesn't mean a damn thing. Any studio can make a bad game. Doesn't mean anything. Especially when you put them as much stress and as much pressure as y'all did for this game. And lo and behold, the game comes out. That's young, yeah. It's a 10 out of 10 experience. The game comes out. It's not even equivalent. It's not even 1% of a game of the year experience. It's the worst. On consoles, they actually had to remove it from the store. Now it's back on the store, if I'm not mistaken, but they had to remove it from the console store because of how bad it was. That's already a bad sign. That's already a red flag, and like a sure removal from the actual bracket. Shouldn't be on there. Mm-mm. And like people on PC, you know, because, you know, it's been smoother on PC. But again, if you play it on PC, that's a select margin. Majority of people who were hyped for this were on console. Yep. So I'm saying, so majority was on console, and you botched the reveal. In fact, Microsoft had a whole PR marketing deal with Cyberpunk, if I remember correctly, as well. Yep. And again, the game did not deliver. So when I look at that, I'm like, yeah, this game shouldn't even be acknowledged on this bracket at all. That slot could have went to any other game that came out this year, or, you know, that was a honorable mention. Why are you throwing Cyberpunk in there? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because of star power. Keanu Reeves. I guarantee you, Viper, Keanu Reeves is going to be at that award show, probably in attendance, just attending the show like everybody else is attending the show. Because from what I'm looking at and the way Jeff does it, you know, I love Jeff Keighley. I respect the hell out of Jeff Keighley. I love that he built this show for nothing. But Jeff really is trying to like branch video games into what you see with them high budget movie type of award shows. He's really trying to do that with the games. Like if you look at the new Spider-Man movie and you compare that to what you got in Spider-Man 2018, it's damn near identical. You see what I'm saying? What they're doing with video games now. And in 2023, it's going to be even more crazy. And they got Wolverine. So it's
okay. So here's my thing, right? If you're going to nominate a game for a Game of the Year award, no matter what the award is, the game should come out in a playable fashion for the public. Okay. Yeah. You cannot nominate a game for a Game of the Year award, no matter what the category is, if most people who played it had a bad experience and they had to end up like Ryan said, taking out of the damn store. Yeah. Both Sony and Microsoft removed it from the store from a period of time because the game was literally unplayable. And I just don't know how that game got nominated for any award this year, and it happened to come out in that condition, because that is a disrespect to the gaming community. And I don't know. I just feel like having that game nominated for any award is a slap to the gaming community in the face. And it's just, I don't even know how they could do that. I don't even know how they can even put that on there like that. It's
just like you're giving a pass to bad behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're awarding bad behavior. Sorry, that's what you're really doing. And again, the reason I say you're awarding bad behavior is because, again, what example are you setting here? You're basically saying there's no pressure on the developer. They can release anything buggy. We can just hopefully have a patch, you know what I'm saying, and fix it. It's like, no, it should work. These games are $70 now. That's another thing people are not taking into account. These games are $79 now. $70? And what are you giving this for $70? You gotta really think about what you're getting for what you're paying as well. I remember it's crazy. When we had that long conversation about Game Pass, right? We was like, Game Pass is looking kind of spooky. Ain't much on this thing. And then look at us now. We're over here like, damn, Game Pass giving us.
It's funny. I just talked about this last night on my award show. I had to dedicate a special portion of my award show last night to Game Pass because of what Microsoft has done with that service from when we were talking about it until what's going on right now. It's incredible, bro.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
It's like, dog, like it's okay to give props. I don't know why people get mad when we say that about Game Pass. Like, listen, me and this guy right here, we did like a full 2-hour slander of Game Pass on the show. It's on this channel. I kid you not. When I came on it, we were talking about Game Pass. This was like my first or second time coming on your show.
Probably.
We had that time, but it was hilarious. I was like, dog, this is just too funny. We obsessing people. But after that, it was like, okay, damn, thinking about that, yo, Viper, I think we were wrong because Phil Spencer doing some good things. Phil Spencer doing some things here. Some games on here looking good. You know, got some deals. They even managed to get a deal with that god awful GTA.
Remake. They probably wish they didn't now.
Yeah. That game is good God.
Cyberpunk 2027 and Cyberpunk in 2021. That's what it is.
Dude, I never thought I would cringe so hard at a Rockstar game in my life. And the funny thing, that's the game I'm contracted to play right now, the San Andreas.
Oh.
So I'm playing San Andreas for IGN, but it's like, dog, I can't. This is wow. Like there's lazy, and it's just like
damn.
Like exactly. It's like shit. Like what were you doing? Yo. Like they're like, oh, the rain looks amazing. The rain looks like fucking the damn game is tearing. like it looks like little daggers are coming. It doesn't look like rain. It's like, nah, this looks bad. And I have a 4K monitor, people. I have an Acer Predator X27 here. This is a 4K 120 frames monitor. I'm like, dog, no, this looks terrible in every shape in the world. And it's like they got rid of the mods. They got rid of the Steam version. Surprisingly for this, because the Steam version had mods that was actually looking better than this. That's
wild. You know, since I don't think Ryan cares much about the mini fridge, I'm just gonna go out on a limb.
Oh, the Xbox mini fridge, you said? Yeah. I actually was gonna get it. Shout out to Lobo, he's in the chat. I was actually going to get it. I was gonna have like a reveal. I was like, I have a new love of my. I was gonna have like a prank. I was like, I have a new love of my life, the fridge. I couldn't get it online in time. So now they're actually. What's cool about it though? They're actually selling it. Yeah. Everywhere now, so it's not like you
not everywhere. It's Target.
Target. Wait, you have to go to the shitty Target store?
Yeah, no, they're only selling them at Target.
Oh no, that's bad. But because no, they're trying. That's really bad. Like, real talk. Target has some of the
Tell me you hate Target without saying you hate Target.
How do I say that? When I said I hate Target, but you were better off of Walmart. I would have given you some props. You said Walmart. They said Target. They said Target. Like, okay,
that man hates
Target. No good. No problem. But I might grab one later on. I definitely will. With everything's happened, I mean, shit. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not have it with me? Lobo has one. He was showing.
I got one right behind me here.
Yep. Oh, you got one too?
Robert.
Oh, he do. He got the Xbox. Look at you.
I had to go to 3 Targets to grab one, but I grabbed them finally.
How much was it? It was $100.
$100.
$100, man. That's a steal.
Yeah, especially with the way they scalping them. Holy Lord.
It doesn't have the like when you open it up, it doesn't make like the noise or like the Xbox. No. So that's only the big fridge.
Probably,
freezer. Yeah. Okay, the big fridge. Because I saw I forgot her name. She got one. Justine. She got one. I was like, damn, that thing is massive for one, and also it legit sounds like the console, but it's badass though. It's cool that you could turn a console into a damn refrigerator. They actually embraced a meme. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm looking at Sony. I'm like, Sony, yo, you need to take some of these damn job. Like, where's
my PlayStation router at, baby? Where's my router at?
Not just that though. I remember this dude created like a custom PS5 design. It had like a glass, like, you know, like on the PC, you have like the glass window to see the internals. Yep. Mm-hmm. It was like a glass window on the side of the PS5. Oh. And it had like, it was like blue. It was cool. I'm like, dude, that is incredible. Why aren't you doing shit like that? You know, have some cool effects, customization. I do think they're going to get into that because the PS5 is customizable. But I don't know. Like, I think they're probably not going to embrace it though down the road when they get into those slim models. Like, that's usually when they cut all that stuff out, and these these base models will go up in price. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do it.
They put the respect on Target.
He said, help me out with the PS5 last year. You better hope it worked.
Oh, it's too funny. But on that note, you all, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I appreciate my man Big Cloud making some time, so thank you, sir. Y'all know I will be back tomorrow at some point to stream again. We got 3 days left for this Viper every day in November until it's over with. So I'll be back tomorrow. But thank you guys for hanging out for my little rant today. Appreciate it. And the Halo Infinite controller.
That Halo Infinite controller is fire. And that console's awesome too. Yeah. Like if you have like a black light, you can see the constellation on the system. I don't know if y'all saw that. Like, it's a constellation. Like, it's like a special paint on the console. You can see like the stars. That's awesome, man. That's really cool for what they did. I wish Sony did some shit like that. I really do.
No doubt.
But shout out to you, Bruce Lee. Shout out to you.
No doubt. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all at some point tomorrow. Y'all have an amazing Saturday night, and I'll holler at y'all next time. But until the next time, people, this your boy Viper, the man about tech. You know where to find me. So come back for more.